Jets and Guns is a franchise I'm surprised more people haven't heard of. This is an indie shmup that features a persistent system of buying better and badder weapons with a very colorful and explosive charge aesthetic. The first game came out, I don't even remember how many years ago, but number 2 is due out on early access fairly soon, and developers kind enough to give me a press key for me to shoot and bomb my way through. So, if you don't know what this game is, the story really doesn't matter. They're bad guys, they want to shoot at you, you want to shoot at them, we're all good there. But, what the game does, first off, from a graphical or aesthetic point of view, is that this is just, balls to the wall, explosions and destruction. You have your main weapon, which is composed of various guns, which we'll talk about in a minute. You have a bomb that I drop a few times here. You can also attach modifiers to your guns, as well as devices that help your ship. One of them that I picked up after this mission, or a few missions in, was the ability to literally flip my ship around so I can shoot things coming from the left side of the screen. Your overall objective, of course, is to get through the levels, which all of them are hard-coded, and get as much money or score as you can so you can buy bigger and better stuff. If you die, you'll restart at the previous checkpoints, or wherever checkpoint you reached. However, money or your score only counts if you finish the mission. That's a big point I will come back to later on in this video. Now, what's in the game right now is on the short side. I think it's about 3 missions, I want to say, 3 or 4. But it does show off or encapsulates everything there is about Jets and Guns and Jets and Guns 2. So before and after each mission, you'll take your score, which turns into money, which you'll be able to apply here at the shop to buy new weapons and devices, as we mentioned. As you play more in the game, more weapons get unlocked, and they come in various properties, different types of weapons, shot spread, and how much heat they cause upon firing. If your weapons cause too much heat and you're shooting them too often, your ship will have to cool down for a few seconds and render you inoperable or unable to fire. Now, as with the first Jets and Guns, this is a very great persistent system as it allows you to basically define your own shmup experience. You get various devices, as you can see here, and you can also customize your ship's aesthetics, changing the color, where the wings are, again, all that great stuff. And it is a very effective progression model. Again, you kill stuff to be a badass to get more gear to become even more of a badass. What's not to love there? But this is going to be a quick video because the build that I played is fairly short, and it does leave me with a few overall concerns in terms of where Jets and Guns 2 is going to go with these systems as compared to the first game. But before we get to that, a quick word to our Patreon supporters. And now a quick shout out to the supporters over on patreon.com/GWBycer. Jets and Guns 2 tries to combine the explosiveness of the shmup and action-based gameplay with the RPG or persistent or abstracted progression model. And it may be a hard pill to swallow depending upon your own specific stylings or preference. The point about Jets and Guns 2, like with the first game, is that you need to upgrade your ship. You will literally not be able to beat this game with your starting weapons. The enemies will just grow in terms of the armor and the damage they do, and the longer they stay on screen means the more they're going to be able to kill you. And it can be a little bit frustrating having to grind out maps in order to get better weapons, or unlock that very specific device or item you feel that you need in order to survive. And with Jets and Guns 2, right now, like I said, there's only a few missions in this build, but once you finish, or quote-unquote finish the game, it unlocks a higher difficulty, which again raises the stats of the enemies, makes them harder, and unlocks higher tier weapons to get access to. But it would be nice to see like variations or modifiers on the maps themselves, such as being able to take a different path or having a different boss. Anything that can really just mix up the general gameplay or gunplay over the course of how many times you're going to run these plays. Because it doesn't matter how great you are at dodging and just being able to do threat analysis or threat assessment, because if you don't have the damage potential or the armor to survive and deal with these enemies, there's not much you can do. And I died several times on this mission from this lovely guy right here when he starts doing this very annoying death beam laser that just wiped me the heck out. And like I said, because the maps are fixed, it means that if you do get stuck at a section, there's not much you can do to get around it other than going back to a previous mission and grinding for a few maps to get the weapons you need. Now I'm hoping when this game is finished, there are going to be more missions to choose from, so you're not just having to repeat, whatever was the previous mission again and again. With that said though, as with the first Jets and Guns, there is a lot to like here. This progression model and just the gameplay and aesthetics all work together. And if you missed the first game and you like a good shmup, you definitely want to check this one out. It is just explosions made realized here, or explosions realized. With that said though, we're going to wrap it up here because again, this is fairly short in terms of what's available with the build that was provided to me. But the game should be on early access any day now by the time you're watching this video. Check it out. And with that said, thanks so much for watching. If you're a developer working on your own game, it doesn't have to be a metal-infused shmup that you'd like me to look at. Please don't hesitate to get in touch and check back for daily discussions on game design here and on Game Wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games. Once again, this has been Jets and Guns 2, and have a great night. If you're looking for another book about game design, be sure to check out my first title, 20 Essential Games to Study, out now. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed things, be sure to do all the liking and subscribing that the kids are doing these days. Check out our Discord channel linked down below where we hang out and chat game design, and come back later tonight for our regular streamings. But that's it, and tune in for more great content here and on Game Wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games.